Hey everybody, my name is Ryan Shear with Lebanon Now. I'm here with Shannon Imler from the Ice Cream Factory. We've known each other for a little bit now. I started doing Foodie Friday and I cornered Shannon at Rotary and I'm like, I need you to come do this so we can show off some of your ice cream. And either out of politeness or whatever, he's here and we're going to talk about his ice cream. So how are you doing today, Shannon?
Doing good. Just happy to be here. Opportunity to come on and talk about ice cream. I'll take advantage of that every time.
Oh, right. Because when you own your own business, it's like you just want to make sure and have it out there. And so two things, shout out real quick before we get started. Brandon Connor for the new set. This is the first time it's being shown. So Brandon Connor for the paint job on the set and the sign. Joker Welding for the sign. And Tease for the shirt. Oh, Tease for the shirt. I just got in trouble because I was looking at the wrong camera. All right. So Shannon, thank you again for joining us. Why ice cream? I'm pretty sure any entrepreneur, whatever they're doing now, is not the first thing they did. So why ice cream?
So yeah, good question. So my entire background has been in general contracting. About 6.5, 7 years ago, I fell in love with ice cream. I fell in love with it because the way it made people feel. As soon as you take a container of ice cream, or at the time it was a scoop of ice cream, and give it to a customer, it makes their day. It makes them happy. And it's a memory that they take with them and have forever. So it's really, really meaningful.
Nice.
Yeah.
And so from general contracting to ice cream, what tell us how the whole ice cream factory started, because we'll get to the being in Lebanon, but didn't you start in Eldon?
We did. Yep. We started in Eldon, in downtown Eldon, at the old Kraft cheese factory. So it was actually an somewhat abandoned building in the middle of downtown. Roof had fallen in, and we thought it was an opportunity to fix it up. And we just kind of fixed it up and started as an ice cream shop, and that's where it got going.
When we talked before, you told me a ton of stories about just different things you had to go through to get to where you are. Now where you're at now, tell us how many grocery stores are you in as of current?
Good question. So when we say stores, it's grocery stores, convenience stores, markets. It might be ice cream shops, whatever the case might be. But we're in around 5,500 right now.
So that's more than a few.
That's more than a few.
That's more than a few. And is all the production handled here in Lebanon for those?
Yes, it is now. So there was a one time we used co-packers and we made it in other places, but it's all made here now.
And how many people do you employ to make enough ice cream for 5,500 places?
Good question. So it changes seasonally. It could be anywhere from 40 to 60.
Gotcha. And so you told me an interesting story about when you started doing this, before you had sales team, before you had whatever. That was you, right? You had to go, hey, come buy my ice cream.
That's right. Yep.
And what was that journey like?
Man, I'll tell you what, the first time that somebody tried to buy my ice cream through a wholesale program, I said no. So I had somebody come in the door and they said, hey, I want to buy these tubs from you and serve them in our ice cream shop, which was Ozark Land. It's our very first customer and still one of our best. Yeah. And I said, no, I don't know. I don't know if I want to. A little bit of time went by. I called Kent Reed back. I said, this could work. Maybe we could make this work. So I started that in June of 2019. And that was great. We had a few wholesale customers, and then 2020 happened and it changed everything for our organization. So sales dropped. We did what other people did at that time during COVID. We delivered to people's houses, and I got in my car and would just drop off a bag anywhere within 30 miles. And I just had to make it work, man. And it was one night I was driving. I'm like, man, I can't do this forever. I got a wife and kids, and I got employees. So that's when we pivoted. We decided to go with these containers. We went to switch to packaged ice cream.
You told me a story where something happened and you had to go clean it up. Tell me that story, because from our talk. So to preface this one, if you're watching, give it a share, give it all those things. But we did a podcast about a year ago where I came to you and then I lost the footage. And then I found the footage and I'm like, man, this is awful. I don't want to produce this. So I've been trying to make it up to him. But you did tell a story about something went horribly wrong.
It did. So the sales weren't really good with their packaged ice cream. We had to find a co-packer. We couldn't fill it by hand anymore. And I didn't know exactly how to find a co-packer for this product. And I didn't know the exact processes once it started. I just trusted the process of the person that I hired, and that was a mistake.
Always.
So they essentially, on one of their runs, they ran out of the caramel that they were supposed to use. So they went to a store and just bought whatever caramel they could find on the shelf, dumped it in the tank, and just kept feeding caramel through the production line. And what ended up happening, it was the wrong viscosity. And I had no idea caramel had different viscosities.
Who knew? I didn't.
Yeah, I learned later that it did. And so essentially what happened was whenever it froze, the caramel didn't freeze as well.
Right.
It slowly worked its way up to the top of the lid, but it didn't happen right away. It happened once we got the product back to Missouri. We got it in the stores, and we got it in the stores of angry managers. And so because they were empty, the shelves were empty. It was COVID. Right. People were buying stuff like crazy.
Yeah.
So, and then like a week went by and it just started leaking around the lid and it started running down the side of the container. It just worked its way up and went around. And we always got top shelf placement. That's the worst placement. So they're like, go on the top shelf. You can get some space.
Right.
Well, that made all of our caramel leak all over the competition. And so it was dripping down the shelves, and it just happened all at once. I just was bombarded with phone calls. Shannon, we got a bigger problem now. And I said, what is it? And so I got photo after photo. So what I had to do is I went around to all these grocery stores, pulled the entire door out, paid for the competition's ice cream, threw my ice cream away, cleaned the sticky shelves, and started all over. It was a disaster. And that was our best selling flavor at the time. So I loaded up with gooey butter cake. Let's load the shelf, man.
Right. No, it's going. So you're just going all forward, all in, and it just doesn't work out.
No. So I was out. So that was the first big defeat there.
But hey, you made it through. And you've got to where you are. So how do you come up with the flavors? Because there's a lot of when you go to the ice cream aisle now, there's a lot of competition.
Yes.
I think Ben and Jerry's set a trend of how many things you could put in an ice cream thing, and not to bring up competition, but like the OG ice cream people.
That's right.
So then you see other people doing it. So how is it that you go, okay, this could be a flavor?
Well, it started out at the very beginning when I made a lot of mistakes again. So whenever I first started making ice cream, I'm like, well, whatever I could find at the grocery store for ingredients to put in with the mix is what I'll start with. So that's how it all started. That's not how it is now, of course.
Right.
So I'm like, all right, I got some blackberry cobbler ingredients. Let's just make a blackberry cobbler.
Let's just do that. Yeah.
Let's try it. So most entrepreneurs start that way. They try stuff, see if it works, and then go from there. Right. I was no different than that. I thought my ice cream flavors at the beginning were fantastic.
Yeah.
And so actually that's how some of them started. We're just ingredients from the grocery store that I thought I could make that into an ice cream and that'll work. And so that's how peanut butter blast started, blackberry cobbler, cobalt cookie. There's several of them from the very beginning. That's how it started. But as time went on, we just looked at sales. Okay, this one sells well. Let's keep pushing it. This one doesn't. We'll discontinue. And you always look at competition too. What else is out there? Is this person selling this kind? Is it good or whatever?
Yeah.
And so it's just evolved over the years.
What is the one flavor you thought was going to be $1 million flavor and nobody bought?
Oh yeah, great question. So that's easy. I didn't even put it in a package. It was dill pickle ice cream. So it was during the era of Sonic dill pickle slushes. So
so it wasn't that long ago. Yeah.
No, it wasn't that long ago. I'm like, wow, they're really selling a lot of those dill pickle slushes. I'm like, this is it. This is my $1 million idea.
Yeah, this is it. Yeah.
So I made a tub. We put it in our old ice cream shop, and so we announced it everywhere. We had dill pickle ice cream, and anyways, we debuted it. People came and they took a little sample. So I had little sample spoons.
Yeah.
And before long, I noticed all these little pecks out of the top of it. There was never an actual scoop that was scooped.
Right.
They would just get a sample and like, we're good. We don't want that.
No, it's like a novelty flavor at that point. That's not so.
Yeah. So a week went by. I'm like, all right, this isn't working. It needs to get more weird. So I'm like, all right, let's do the dill pickle split. And so I got a banana boat, 2 dill pickle spears, 3 scoops, and then relish on top. I'm like, we're going to get really crazy. We didn't try hard enough, right? And
So no, that's called doubling down on a bad idea.
It is.
That is what it's called.
Yep. So that obviously didn't work. We threw it all away. We don't even talk about it unless I'm on a show like this. Yeah.
Well, no, because I was interested because, we have ideas and being creative, and you have this creative space to make wonderful flavors. Yeah. We tried to do the news and that didn't work. And we tried to do this show and that didn't work because of one problem or another. So it always interests me to ask people, like, what is the thing that you tried that you just got out of bed that morning and was like, this is going to be, and then it just fell on its face because
I got one. Yep.
Yeah. No, we all do. So what is your favorite flavor of ice cream?
So that's easy. It's blackberry cobbler. It's my favorite.
And we have that right here. Yep.
Yeah. It used to be peanut butter blast, but then we tweaked our blackberry cobbler, and that became my favorite one. So it's got our homemade pie crust pieces in it and real blackberry cobbler variegate. So I'm a big fan.
Okay, well, we're going to try it. This is the first one we're going to try. Blackberry cobbler. Get that kicked over there. And see, we were worried that it was going to be too hard. It's actually perfect. Just right. I'm a big blackberry cobbler fan. So tell me about where you source your ingredients while I eat this.
Yeah, man. So like I said, we make the pie crust pieces in-house. We make those in the bakery that we just moved to Lebanon. And the dairy product comes from Springfield, Missouri. And then a lot of the variegates and flavors and stuff like that, we get them from a supplier in Illinois. So
I find that, one, it's absolutely amazing. And I have a favorite flavor of yours. And this probably just beat it out. But yeah, it's nice that you do that, because I don't think people understand how big of a dairy state Missouri is.
Yes.
And being able to get dairy products here that's local.
You bet.
Plus, you're making that crust right here in town.
Yeah.
So once again, blackberry cobbler, Shannon's favorite. Oop, let me turn that. There we go. And here in town, where are you at here in town?
Yeah, great question. So we're in King, Cash Saver, Price Cutter, all the Eagle Stop convenience stores, and we're in a few other convenience stores around town. So what you'll find is a lot of like small freezers, usually by the checkout area, and you'll find them.
Cool. So the Tiger King is actually my favorite.
Okay.
I found it because during COVID, everybody watched Tiger King, right? That you couldn't go outside, so you sat there and watched that messed up show.
That's right.
And then when I was walking by, I seen it, and I'm like, man, I got to try this.
Yep.
So just to read the ingredients, because it doesn't, like blackberry cobbler, it kind of tells you what it is.
Sure.
Yellow cake batter ice cream, chocolate sandwich cookie pieces, and buttercream frosting.
That's right.
Right. So how did you come up with this flavor, and why the name Tiger King for this particular flavor?
All right. So yeah, it was definitely because of the Tiger King show on Netflix. So that's it is what it is. Everybody was going nuts over it during COVID. And, I always had a cake batter flavor. So to start out, I had a cake batter flavor, but I thought there could be more ingredients put into a cake batter to make it better. And so we tried it. We wanted to have tiger colors, and we came up with Oreos, buttercream frosting, and cake batter ice cream. It's super decadent. It's so sweet. I love it.
So for me, what it tastes like is, so birthday cake has become a flavor all to its own. But to me, this tastes like what you get at a birthday, right? It tastes like people show up, they give you a cake, you got Oreos, you got ice cream, you got 4 or 5 different desserts, you throw them on a plate, and you sit there while some kid you barely know is in their present or whatever, and you're sitting there eating this ice cream, and that's exactly what it reminds me of.
Yeah. It is a very good seller. And we didn't know if we keep it around either. So we debuted it. I'm like, well, this will be kind of fun. Just do a play on the Netflix show. And what do you know? People loved it. It was a great flavor, and it's been selling well ever since.
So there was a couple here I want to talk about. So we'll get to the gooey butter cake here in a minute, because that was your problem child. So cobalt cookie. Chocolate chip cookie dough. I think we got that one there. So what's the difference? Because we've got cobalt, of course, blue.
Yes.
But tell me the difference in all your cookie flavors here.
Yep, you bet. So the cookie dough flavors is it's like a brown sugar, buttery flavored base ice cream. And then it's got our handmade chocolate chip cookie dough pieces that we also make in-house. So that one's just like a standalone cookie dough style flavor. And then the blue one, the cobalt cookie, that is a sweet cream ice cream. So there's actually no flavoring to it. It's just a color, blue. And then it's got chocolate chip cookie dough pieces, and then Oreos, crushed Oreos in it. Yeah.
Gotcha.
So it's kind of similar, but a little bit different.
A little bit more on the a few more, like this is more traditional.
Yes.
And this is going to be more kind of livened up flavor.
That's right. That's right.
So we got coconut almond. So you have dairy free.
Yes.
I see this is a dairy free coconut almond paradise.
It is dairy free, gluten free, vegan option. It's made with coconut milk, so it's a little bit different than all the other ones.
So does it taste good?
Man, you gotta pop the top.
Okay. So, so it's a common theme on the show. It's a common theme on the show that my wife has food allergies, and I make fun of her as they eat all this good stuff. So But this is one that she immediately, when we set him down on the desk here, she was like, "Oh, I can have this one." So yeah, let's try, and I'll be honest with it, And once again, so it's coconut ice cream with almonds, chocolate, coconut flakes.
Yes.
That was really good.
It's
Like
surprising.
no, I mean,
right.
It is surprising. Now, I'm going to be
Yeah.
honest. The consistency is a little different from the other ones I've tasted.
Yep.
It's more of a lighter sherbety type consistency.
Yep.
But oh my gosh, is that good? That toasted coconut. I don't know how ice cream can taste like a beach vacation, but that is it. That is definitely really good. So yes, and that's what I like is that they're getting better and better with their gluten-free and dairy-free options.
Yep.
I'm saving the gooey butter cake for last because I've never had it.
Okay.
So what do we got? Okay, so chocolate caramel espresso.
That's right.
Is there like real coffee in here?
So there's a real coffee flavor in there.
Yeah.
Then it's got chopped espresso beans and then a chocolate variegated.
So not only if you're going to eat this, you're going to get a sugar rush.
Yes.
But you're going to be up till midnight.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yep, that's right.
I'm in for it. Let's self-treat some ADHD.
Give it a try.
Right? Let's self-treat some ADHD here. Take a bite. See, it's starting to get even a little softer than what we did. All right.
Yeah, that was good timing.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. By the way, we're done. So my problem with coffee ice cream is this.
Yeah.
It's always super sweet.
Okay.
Right? It's just always like fake coffee flavor.
You bet.
This is not.
It packs a punch.
Oh, no. It is literally cup of black coffee with just a little bit of cream in it. Like it is really that espresso flavor. So well done, my friend.
Thanks.
Because I'm like the weird guy that likes sweets that aren't too sweet. Right. So good job on that one. So gooey butter cake will be our last one. So before I open this, you said, because I asked you before we got on here, is there anything you want to promote? And you're like, anybody can really be a retailer. Anybody can help you sell your ice cream. So tell everybody how they can help sell your ice cream.
Yeah, absolutely. So we are looking for retailers in the Midwest. What we do offer is a free freezer for your store or your place of business. As long as you have electricity and an open sign, you can become an ice cream factory retailer. You have to be open and you do have to have electricity for the freezer. Right. Those are the two requirements. But we can hook you up. You can go to our website. There's a retailer form that'll pop up. You can click on it and you kind of go through it, and we'll give you a full freezer, which is 12 cases of product, and get you a freezer in your store and deliver.
Okay, so I want to go to the top of this gooey butter cake. Hey, camera person, I need to go to the top of the gooey butter cake here and that is insane. Okay, so I'm going to read the ingredient list on this. And this is the one that leaked all over everything, right?
That's right. Long time ago.
Long time. No, it's still good.
Yeah.
But this is your biggest seller? Is it still to date your biggest seller?
It's number 3.
What? Okay, give me your top 3 then.
So believe it or not, Blackberry Cobbler is always number 1.
Okay.
But Brownie Blast has been number 1. Brownie Blast has been the number 1 seller for like the last year.
Wow. So that makes that number 2.
Yes.
And then gooey butter cake number 3.
That's right.
All right. So we're going to try this as I look into my wife's gluten-free face here. That is beyond amazing.
Isn't it incredible?
Yes.
I know. And so, you know what the interesting thing is it sells extremely well in Missouri or around St. Louis because everybody knows what gooey butter cake is.
Cool.
But when it gets far out in another state, they're like, gooey butter cake, what is that? And so when you talk them into buying it for the first time, they're like, oh my God, what is this?
Right.
And so they're excited.
So gooey butter, do you make that in-house too?
Yes.
Okay. So explain a little bit what gooey butter cake is for the couple of people that don't understand it.
Yes. So it's a buttery, what a gooey butter cake is a yellow cake, and it's got like a buttery cream cheese frosting on top with usually some powdered sugar on top. People have different variations of it, but that's usually the most common variation.
Yes. And so that's chunked in with, I lost it here in the mix here. There it is. But caramel and butterscotch. And I think that butterscotch was what I was picking up there. Now, I think the calorie count is equal to how much flavor is in something.
That's right.
Right.
Yes.
So there's this, that should tell you how good this is.
It's fantastic.
Yes. And it's on the package. But if you want to go home and kill this, it's 900 calories.
Yeah, not a big deal. I mean, it's well worth it.
And no, it's not to turn you off. I'm talking, yes, it is. It is. But I'm telling you, that's the flavor that's in there, that it has got all of those in there. So Shannon, thank you so much for stopping by. Is there anything else that you want to tell people or?
Yeah, you bet. So I just want to say thank you to the community. I know that we haven't been here a long time, but the community has been very welcoming. You know, everywhere I go, my family goes, it's been great. So I feel so welcomed, and it's such a blessing to be a part of this community.
No.
So.
And we enjoy you being part of it, man. Me and you, we've known each other for a couple of years now. Got to kind of bounce around in the same thing. Shannon's always a great guy. So everybody, thank you for tuning in. Stick around. First Friday is tonight. Join us in the street for Dawson Hollow. We also have a chicken festival going on. It's ice cream chicken festival and great music, and all these things are homegrown. Lebanon is a great community with a lot of great things, and we love bringing that to you here at Lebanon Now. Once again, thank you, my friend, and I'll see you guys all at First Friday tonight.